Hey guys! If you're new here, hi! My name is Olivia, also known as Jetlag Liv, and I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel and join the crew. In case you're wondering what all is going on behind me, I'm about to show you how to pose for photos. A lot of people on Instagram have talked to me, and I did a poll seeing who wanted to know what to do with your hands when you're posing, go-to poses that I use on my Instagram and just in pictures in general, and a bunch of stuff that could help you guys take the pictures that you want to be taking. So I'm going to do a little tutorial right back here using this plain white wall in my room and show you my go-to poses and some tips and tricks that I have for you guys. Let's get into the video. Okay, before we even get started taking photos, I want to let you know my first tip. My first tip is to dress in something that you're comfortable in. Oftentimes people try to dress up, wear stuff that is either maybe too tight or that they just don't truly love, and that can translate through photos and you can really look uncomfortable in some of your photos. So, wear your best that you like. Let's go ahead and start with my go-to poses, and then we'll kind of incorporate some tips and tricks in there, okay? So my first go-to pose, instead of doing this, both hands on one hip, what we're gonna do is kind of sit in one hip and put the hand on one of your hips and reach your other hand up. And you can either do like a smirk, you can do a smile, you can play with your hair, you can touch your forehead, you can do anything, but if you're sitting in that hip and you have your hand on the hip that's sitting, it kind of gives your body a nice curve even if you're straight. So we'll try, instead of this, try this. For my second pose, what you're gonna need is a prop. What I mean by this is a ton of people are like, what do I do with my hands when I'm posing? I'm standing there and what do I do with my hands? My solution to you is tip number 2, grab a prop. You can grab sunglasses, a hat, a cup of coffee. That would actually be really cute. You can grab someone else's phone if they're using your phone to take a photo, which I've done that. What you can do with your hands is you can simply stick with the hip on the side, holding your prop. You can hold it down by your side. You can hold it out in front of you, like you're about to put them on or like you just took them off. There are tons of things you can do with a prop, and it gives your hands purpose in a photo. You will see this in tons of my Instagram photos, and that is simply a hand in front of the waistline. So especially if I'm in a swimsuit, I don't have abs, right? Like, I'm a curvy girl. So I just put my hands right here, and it kind of hides my tummy, but it does accentuate my waist since my arms are coming in to show my shape. I'll usually sit on one hip, I'll step a foot forward. Either way, it kind of gives my hands something to do, and it's kind of just, I usually just hold one finger. So I'll go like this, and I'll just sit like that. And I can change hips, easy breezy. Another staple go-to Jetlag Liv pose is the over the shoulder / look back pose. So here's what I do. I stand to the side, and especially if you have a back feature on your outfit, this is even better for that. So what I'll do is, instead of having my arms flush to my side and just being like, hi, what I'll do is I will make sure my arms are kind of out. There's some distance between my sides. I'll pop my shoulders up, and I'll just look over my shoulder. Easy enough, right? So we can try flip our hair, we can try the other side. What we'll do is we'll sit in the opposite hip if we want to give some curves, or what we can do is flex our leg muscle, which I know you can't see down here, and I'll switch to this hip, but make sure that my arm is out and not flush against my body, because I don't like my arms, and the gym's been closed, that's my excuse. So we'll make sure that we're nice and posed, arm is out, we'll do the fingers in front. You can also incorporate the prop into this. So we'll have like this, ready for beach day. Tilt your head back a little bit, you can tilt it forward, you can tilt it towards the camera. Just have fun with it. This one is simple, I've kind of incorporated it into most of them, but if you don't know what I mean by sit in a hip, you're gonna take your regular stance and you're gonna take all the weight onto one leg. So you should be able to lift this leg up and lightly press it down. That's how you truly pop that hip. In cheer, we definitely learned how to do that, kind of drilled into our brains really. But you sit on your hip, you can use your hand, and a staple that I do is I usually will sit on my right hip, make sure my left leg is just, my one toe is touching the ground right now. I know you can't see, but one toe touching the ground, and I can either put my hands back like this, I can put my arms back, put my arms out, makes for a cute like, you caught me moment, if you know what I mean. There's so many variations you can do with this one sit in the hip. This one is a little bit, I'll say forced, just because, well, it's forced. So what I do, I call this the reach for the camera pose. This is the next pose you guys should try. And it's basically reaching for the camera to get it from your photographer, but you are not taking, like, you want them to take more photos, you're not actually taking the phone. So what you do is you go for the phone and you just go, and then the picture's taken, and you look like, stop taking my picture, but really you're like, come on, take my picture. Well, oftentimes when you do this, you wanna like give a little laugh or give a smile, or like make sure your fingers are in the frame. Tell your photographer to do that, or just use a self timer. You can easily do that. I'm actually using a tripod I bought to originally take my own photos. That is a solid go-to. It looks super candid. Try that out, although it is sometimes forced. Sometimes it's funny if your photographer plays along with you and you can actually get a genuine laugh out of it. Like I said, I'm just a curvy girl. I am 5'3", 145 pounds, and I got an athletic body, especially here down. What really helps me is reaching to make my body look longer, since I'm only 5'3". So a really good way to make your body seem longer is to stretch your arms up. And you can even do a side shot to where it looks really curvy. But what you want to do is take your arms, you can go like this, like pump it, but you can push up. You can put one arm up and the other down like that, and you can stretch up. Really, this is form flattering, and if you want to get that curvy effect and you have a slight curve to you, boom, this will accentuate it so well. The next pose that I have is a simple cover the sun. So I'll cover it like this. Usually we'll cover the sun if it's either golden hour and you want to get that shot. You can put one hand on your hip and the other to cover your eyes. You can do both like this, like kind of like I got a headache, but you're smiling, so it's not a headache. You can, you know, one arm, and you can push your hair back with the other. Really just play around, try to get comfortable with just one technique, and then you can add on whatever you'd like to the rest of them. I did mention this earlier, but this could be a pose all in itself. So when you want to say, look at me, look at my outfit, I'm confident, I am a queen, what you want to do is you want to put your arms out and be like, look. And that's really it. And you should be confident because you all are beautiful. So what you want to do is you want to put your arms out. You can sit in that hip, you can smile, you can flip your hair, you can have fun with it. Kind of looks like you're dancing, and that kind of adds to that fun, spirited photo where it's kind of a candid, but you know for a fact that you've been practicing for this moment. Okay, so really you can have fun with it. You can put your arms out more to the side. You can put them in by your hips. You can put them even back more if you have bigger arms and you want to kind of hide them. That's what I kind of like to do. Really, you can vary, but this one is really fun to capture in the moment and have fun with it. Well, guys, that is pretty much the video. Those are the poses that you need to try and you can practice, and eventually your confidence will just ooze out into every photo that you take, which is what we want, right? Because we all should be confident of the people that we are. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like a dedicated bikini, like how to pose in a swimsuit, I have some different tricks that's kind of a different approach when you're in a bikini. It's a lot more vulnerable, but I've got some poses to boost your confidence on that too. So let me know if you want to do that down in the comments below, or you can give this video a thumbs up and that'll let me know as well. As always, I would love it if you guys would subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn the notification bell on. That is huge. It shows so much support to this growing channel, and I really appreciate it. Alrighty guys, happy posing. Don't forget to tag me if you try some of these poses. I would love to see you try some of these. It'd be so sick. I hope you guys are staying safe and have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.